my eye, it's going to be next. So we have one birthday surprise in this hour, and then if you really feel like having a late night with Jay and I, we'll make it worth your while at about 1:40, so less than an hour from now. 2 birthday surprises back to back. Really, really big winners. You're going to love them. Okay. If you're watching right now, you're going to see the magnificent 7 Peaks, okay? 7 Peaks turquoise jewelry. There is the necklace, there is a pendant, and there are earrings. This is you can choose all of them. You can even get the collar to go along with it. This is the silver collar for 104. Jay, tell us about 7 Peaks, because when you talk about beautiful turquoise, this is really the epitome of that.
Well, number one, it's in the natural color, and this is the color that everybody is looking for. That they wish they had the connections, right? that they don't. It's not that even if the price, it's not even about price. It's that they don't have the ability to find it. They don't have the ability to do it. I actually named this mine, okay? And it's one of those things that when we found this, oh, gosh, it's got to be over 10 years, maybe even, I feel so old, maybe even 12. Now, what makes this material so unique and so different, the mine is still open. They're not getting this type of material anymore.
Right.
This material probably, you know, without hesitation, I'll say it's at least 3, if not 5 years old, right? Came out of my private stash. Like I said, I am a hoarder, okay? But I'm a pretty much organized hoarder. The people that have seen it, they will guarantee that I am a hoarder, but they will guarantee that it's fairly organized. So,
I believe you, Jay. I believe you.
Oh, I tell you, but the reason I'm telling you that is this. When we get any of the materials, not just turquoise, but turquoise in particular, the first thing we do is we bring it in and we size it. It goes through a screening process where we have different sizes of screens, and it's like shaker boxes.
Right.
And it shakes out different sizes, right? The bigger stays on top all the way down to the small. Okay, those are put in buckets. Then we go back and we start color separation, right? Because Mother Nature doesn't make anything. There are things that you have just all blue or what, but in most cases they don't. So then we do it by a color grade. And then the fun starts. It goes on palettes. We have like a color card maybe on the outside of the bucket, and so we can remember what it is. And then you try to design around that material.
Right.
When I first found this turquoise mine, we went up and I asked him. I always ask the miner. I said, you know, so what's the name of the mine, right? What do you call it? They didn't have a name. And so we were looking around, and if you can imagine this, the deposit, the mine is in kind of like in this bowl, like
right.
There's kind of like a bowl of mountains.
Right.
And I was counting, I was going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I said, you know what? There's 7 peaks here. Can you imagine can you see how you got 7 distinct peaks? Duh.
It's brilliant, Jay. It's inspired.
So it became the 7 Peaks mine. So now on this, I don't have an exclusive. I could if I wanted it. But the thing is then I would have to take it all, and I don't want it all. You're seeing you're only seeing the high grade that comes out of that deposit,
Jay.
right? I learned a long time ago to not buy the mine run, pay more money, and get the quality, right? And that's what now, I'm sharing that with you. In 44 years, I didn't always have that philosophy, okay? So, I've probably got some of the most expensive rock gardens in the world, right? Of things that I just learned to only buy the quality material. Because even though you get a better price for buying what they call the mine run,
right.
In the end, after you ship it and everything, it didn't turn out to be such a good deal. Right. Because I'm not going to use it for my designs, right? And I really don't do stone carvings or anything like that. So a lot of times I can sell it off to people that carve stones or do something like that. But for this quality, and here again, this is the best of the best that comes out of this deposit. I have never seen anybody else selling Seven Peaks turquoise. But if you look at this, this is almost Sleeping Beauty quality, okay? And this, not all the Seven Peaks turquoise is this quality. This is some of the really, really high-grade materials that came out of it.
It's amazing when you touch it. It feels stone cold at first, and then it warms to the touch so quickly. There's nothing else quite like turquoise. You're gonna love it. All the collection is available right now from Seven Peaks, as you heard Jay naming this collection, or this particular turquoise rather. Thank you for your orders. I know Gail is standing by. We will get to Gail, I promise you. Real fast though, I gotta reveal the birthday surprise. We're doing it right now. Birthday surprise right now. There's not many. It's the multicolor mookaite. There's not many to go around, but this is, I'll give you a close-up shot so you can see it, and then we'll talk to Gail. It's priced to sell. That